Tonight on Podcast Them Down.
Yeah. Podcast them down.
Oh, that sounded like shit, Matt. Hail, Metal Nation! It is I, Tim. It is Maytallica. I was about to play another sound, but that would stop the intro music, and we need the intro music. Anyway, it is Maytallica, and we are here to review some Metallica music videos. I'm going to skip all my usual introductions because the only thing that's important during Metallica is that I play bass in Fade to Black Metallica tribute, so here are the upcoming Fade to Black Metallica tribute shows. May 13th, Wilmington, Delaware at the Queen. June 4th, Asheville, North Carolina at the Orange Peel. July 16th, Baltimore, Maryland at Fishhead Cantina, hon.
Oh, yeah.
August 19th in Raleigh at the Lincoln Theater, Raleigh, North Carolina. August 20th, Greenville, North Carolina at the State Theater. August 26th, Bristol, Tennessee at Sidetracks. August 27th, Lynchburg, Tennessee at Lido's. Not the pizza place that's local to here.
Oh, man.
Shame.
Oh, I didn't know that got announced. September 15th through 17th, Ocean City Bike Week in Maryland, hon.
Ocean City Bike Week.
We're going, Danny Ocean. We're going to play some Metallica, hon.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my Kawasaki down to shore.
Biker babes.
I think you're talking about biker babes. Hope they don't got crabs. And October 1st, in Baldwinsville, New York, which is just outside of Syracuse, Average Joe's Beernasium. And then
What the hell is that?
It's a Beernasium.
membership.
One of them Beernasiums, I think.
It's
That sounds like a punishment in which beer is stuck up your nose.
all right. October 13th, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at Harley Davidson. And then November 5th, Newark, Delaware at Halftime.
I believe it's
sorry.
Newark.
It is Newark.
Newark.
Thank you for calling me out on
Newark,
that. It's
Delaware,
Newark,
yeah.
Delaware, not Newark, Delaware.
Beautiful Newark, Delaware.
This 2022 is going to be the most Delaware I've ever seen because we're going to Wilmington, we're going to Newark, and we got to drive through it. If you want to, there's a way to go through Delaware to get Danny Ocean, hon. So,
This is true.
Matt, your connection sucks today.
Oh, yeah. You're missing like more beautiful spots in Delaware, though.
Oh, like you're like jumping through time.
I know. I don't understand what's going on.
But I guess I'm not going to Dover. So I'm sure we have some room in the schedule. Let's book something in Dover.
Yeah.
Have you played a casino yet?
We talked about it, but we didn't. The one local to us stopped doing the tribute Thursdays. But I think we would have done it. All right, so it is music video time. So I wanted to the Hammerfall music video review that we did, that went pretty well, so I figured for Metallica, let's dive into Metallica. Shit. Dive into Metallica videos that you may not have seen in a while. You may not even know they existed. But it's going to be well worth it. And I wanted to start with I Disappear. Do you know anything about the I Disappear music video?
Oh my goodness, Tim.
Mission Impossible 2, yeah.
That's right.
Such a
Mission
blast from the
Impossible 2.
past.
And
This was on the VH1 Top 10 countdown for like weekends in a row. Back in 2000 something.
yeah, so I haven't figured out if I have to like edit this. But let's just watch it and talk over it, and then I'll put it on loop and we can
Yeah.
It's not like Metallica's litigious about its media.
Lars will let us know if there's an issue.
Wait, isn't there a looper thing? Where all the damn shortcuts go? Okay, well, I'll just do it manually. All right, here we go. Oh, I love that late 90s cutting edge ultra zoom.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so just in case this all stays in, we gotta talk about everything that's happening. So it's basically Metallica in an action film, right?
Yeah, doing various action stunts, playing on top of a mesa out west.
Yes.
That's
James
amazing.
is wearing a shiny shirt.
I like that helicopter shot CGI fade in. You really get a sense of the
Pans,
danger.
yeah.
All right, so now Kirk is running from a biplane that's attacking
He's
him for
almost
some
faster
reason.
than it.
Now, I've never seen North by Northwest, but this is the North by Northwest thing, isn't it? But in the desert.
It
Yeah.
is.
I
So
feel
lots
like
of jump cuts.
it's not
leather
shooting
coat.
at him. I feel like he could just like kind of duck.
Well, it's going to crop dust him.
Oh,
He's not prepared for. Oh no!
I think now this is the first time I ever saw James's diamond plate
all right.
Explorer.
This
Oh,
is my
man,
favorite
I thought
one.
that was
Jason
so
Newsted
cool.
in the crowd.
Yeah, Jason Newsted. I think
So
he's in like Union Station or something.
Yeah, so he's in a crowd, and he can't
They're just-
get through the crowd, and he's just getting frustrated.
I like
that's
to
it.
think that he's meeting his agent or his lawyer, telling them I'm out of here.
I like to think of this as the metaphor for the abuse that Jason was made to
Yeah.
endure when he joined the band.
That could be true.
Oh man,
I mean-
I've forgotten about this bridge. Man, I haven't listened to this song since
It's such a great song, Dave.
they stopped playing this on MTV.
Yeah,
It
I
might
remember.
be the best Metallica song.
I remember this song being like a joke because it's very easy. It's hey hey hey. It's it's wow, and like that's 90%
What?
of the song. But then when I
Hey.
saw them play it in 2000, it was just like this is amazing live. So they knew what they were doing. All right, so here's
I mean,
James.
you know how
James driving
how
in
hard
his
it is
hot
to
rod.
write. You know how hard it is to write and perform a song when the sun is exploding behind you?
Right. So this is like the disaster movie trope when you're trying to outrun something that can't be outrun. Like in
Like
The Day After
Independence
Tomorrow
Day.
when they outran the cold.
yeah, faster than cold, faster
that
than the
movie.
speed of cold.
Now, gentle viewers, you may not know this, but Tim and I actually saw The Day After Tomorrow in theaters. That was an exciting evening.
How come Lars hasn't had like a dangerous situation yet?
Because he's gonna have the highest budget one here.
Oh,
Tom Cruise
oh,
almost fell off
no.
the thing. His
Shit,
weird
that
middle
was-
tooth
what's
didn't
going-
save him.
Ah, that's right. This is the
That-
movie tie-in because he was.
That was
rock
probably
climbing.
from a movie.
I'm gone.
This is such a good song.
It is. It
What
is a
happened
good
to
song.
that
I don't
first
care
time?
for the bridge so much.
Well, this is like the second bridge.
Also, like how it's clearly San Francisco. Lars wasn't
Oh,
going to have
no.
it any other way. All right, so now
That shockwave is coming
the
quick.
shockwave's coming. All right, so Lars has to run out of his high floor apartment condo.
It's also
whatever it is.
unfinished. Still
Oh.
under construction. That's how new and fresh it is.
And now
Oh,
he's
shit.
outrunning the explosions.
He needs his hands to drum.
Does he?
Well, at least one of them.
Oh,
feel
and he
like-
jumped
I
through
feel-
a plate glass window.
That seems safe. Definitely going to protect the hands.
You know, if I was jumping out of window, I don't know if I would flail so much. Because number one, it can't help. But number two, it just seems more prone to injury.
Did you see the drum set just blew over?
Yeah. Oh man! Thank God the
man.
Burning Shadows videos never went like that. I was afraid that this was also going to be like nightmares and stuff. Kind of like a reprise of the Enter Sandman concept, where it's like this is everybody's worst action movie nightmare, where James's car is going to get fucked up. And
Yeah.
Kirk's jacket's going to get ruined.
All right, so in this video, let me see if I remember it correctly. Kirk is being chased by a biplane that doesn't really pose a threat to him. Jason can't get through a crowd.
Yeah.
And then James is outrunning a shockwave in his car.
Mhm.
in his hot rod.
And Lars chooses to jump out a window.
Also
Yeah,
to
when it-
outrun the shockwave, so he was gonna die either way. And then Tom Cruise climbs up a mesa,
The butte.
the butte,
Yeah.
and then almost falls off. And then at the end, he gets to the top. And Metallica's been blown away by then because they were performing on top of the mesa as well, right?
That's how it fits in the continuity of the movie, because you don't see the
Right.
top until he's climbed up, and that's when they shoot.
That's so. This is like one of those videos that's actually canon, like it exists in the MI2 universe.
Precisely.
Yeah,
right?
well, and one of the exceptional things about that movie is there's not really an MI team, and they're clearly that team. And
Wow.
they just get blown off the mountain.
Wow, I think I like this video even more now.
Doug,
know-
that's awesome, insightful commentary.
Mhm.
Of the dangers, like Kirk, you can't run from a plane, and you can't hide from a plane in the desert.
It's
the
got to
shock-
be in San Francisco. Was that the Hall of Justice or something?
Probably, but Jason's here doesn't really make sense because it's not like you couldn't walk another direction.
Well, I feel like they had the budget, right? And they're like, all right, here's how much we can spend. And they spent a lot on the CGI for the shockwave for James and Lars, right? And then for Kirk, they're
We
like,
booked
well, we can hire a
200
crop duster. We're out of money. So we can afford catering for extras.
But I feel like they could have had a cheaper, more dangerous thing, like a big old dog. Like, I'm sure they could get a big old scary dog for the price they got all those extras. You know, and he's like, he could be base shopping, and all of a sudden this big old raggy old dog shows up and he's just chasing him. Like, I think that would be scarier and more intense than just a bunch of rude lawyers or whatever is going on there.
This is 1999 Metallica. So James has the I don't even know what you would call it, but it's like the Smash Mouth hair, you know?
Yeah.
That's what
It's
you'd
like-
call it. The Guy Fieri.
Guy
hair.
Fieri.
Yeah, and then I guess
Quarter zip vinyl thing.
Yeah.
yep, and then Kirk is apparently got dressed in a rush because he didn't finish buttoning up his shirt.
Well, this is they're still coming out of their load reload period. So like the
Yeah,
the
but-
eyeliner, the suave sunglasses.
Yeah, but this is more or less the look Kirk has landed on coming out of load reload. Like, this is the template for the rest of the
But
time.
I
And then-
actually feel like of all their looks, Kirk has remained the most consistent.
I agree.
Right? I think Kirk just wears what he wears. Like, I don't imagine for example, James and Lars kind of play up what they wear for a show, but I feel like Kirk just shows up, you know, puts on his classic Hollywood monster t-shirt and goes to fucking shred.
Yeah, Lars's stage attire informed to a great degree what I wore in the early years playing with Burning Shadows. Man, like that black tank top and gym shorts. That was a vibe, as the kids say. I think.
That was a fit.
Which is it?
But it was a vibe and a mood. And a
You know
fit.
what else? I love the Lacko mustache on Hetfield in this period.
Mm-hmm.
The chin strap.
Maybe
Is
he
it
was
even a full chin strap?
maybe he was snorkeling a lot.
Oh, maybe.
All right. Do we want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, I've seen this enough times. If I don't get to listen to I Disappear.
Yeah.
Also, I want to mention that this is, I think, Lars's peak Paul McCartney lookalike.
It is.
Yeah!
Yeah, you're right.
So then John was upset because I made a song about his brother.
By the way, the James Hetfield look here. I think John Petrucci from Dream Theater adopted it for 6 Degrees of Train of Thought, like that era. So it was like it took 5 years to get to John Petrucci. All right, so did you know? Oh, first of all, let me ask this: should we watch the next one offline and then talk about it, or just barrel straight through?
Is there a way you can capture the audio without the actual Metallica coming through?
That's a good question. Let me see.
Because this might be another episode of Maytallica, but the old content matching is pretty matchy when it comes to Metallica.
All right, it looks like the audio going to you is not going to the recording.
Okay, all right,
which means we can just talk over it.
Nice, that's even better.
All right, for the next one, did you know they made a video for Mama Said?
What?
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so it starts with James Hetfield in a city wearing cowboy hat because the song is a bit country for some reason. Oh, I should unmute it maybe so you guys can listen. And he's like looking around worried, and he's wearing a shiny purple cowboy shirt I don't know what you'd call it.
That's exactly what you'd call it, Tim. That is a Western shirt that one would find in a Western attire emporium.
A minute ago, I could have sworn on the Bible that I Disappear is my favorite Metallica song and video. Now I'm not so sure.
All right, so now he's in the back of a car.
Okay.
Driving away from the city, I guess.
Well, he's in the back of a green screen machine, and there's B-roll of traffic.
Matt, have you seen this before?
I've never seen this before.
Okay, remember that you said that. Okay.
Okay.
So he's got his acoustic. Now he's trying to sleep in the back of this car.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's singing.
Oh, now he's out in the country.
Yeah, he's in the mountains.
His teeth are really white.
Well, that's you know how Hammerfall has the Claritin sponsorship? Maybe he had some kind of Crest whitening strip sponsorship.
Optic white.
Yeah, it was the mid-90s though. I don't know what they had then. All right, so now he's out of the car, walking around an abandoned gas station.
Oh, he needs fuel.
Oh, this is the same car from Fuel? Is it?
The proportions of the car are similar to the Fuel car, which are just weird. Like, the window looks tiny.
I can't wait to see the exterior.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice he's not wearing a seatbelt. And I don't care if Rebel is his new last name. He should still practice basic safety measures.
There's a lot of weird mouth shots.
Yeah, we're kind of like in the doldrums of this video, though. It's like they ran out of new stuff to do, so it's just like, here's a different angle of James. And there's the rest of the band walking by in front of the car, looking in at him and pointing.
I don't think there's been a real shot in this yet. Like, they just shot this in a warehouse.
Remember that you said that.
Okay.
I like how the band's just out in the desert somewhere, walking around, crossing the street.
You need a ride?
All right, now James is looking for Lauren out of the back window.
Did this inspire that clowncore visual album?
Maybe they saw this and they said us too. Now it's night?
Now he's in Vegas.
Yeah, I guess he drove from somewhere to Vegas.
That old
San Francisco.
That old San Fran to Vegas drive. I know it well.
Straight bomb out through Barstow and Purdue.
All right. Is that that's Bally's? Yeah, that was Bally's out of the rear window. I think he's in Toronto now. No. The tower looked like the CN tower to me because it was
I
all
got
blurry.
you. I feel you.
This is such a great song.
Who's
That was
driving?
Bellagio.
Who is driving?
Yeah, because we saw the Metallica guys out of the front window. There wasn't anybody up there.
Oh, he's in a
This is,
tunnel now.
Is Bob Rock or Rick Rubin is driving the car?
It was Bob
I've
Rock
never
back
seen
then.
Bob Rock and Rick Rubin in the same place at the same time. So,
All right, James is now asleep in the back, across the back seat.
okay.
Very comfortable.
Oh, shit.
Turns out the car was it's all a stage. It was all fake.
Shit, how'd they do
And
that?
now
Real
James
horse, though.
grabs a horse for like a real horse and walks off the soundstage, and that's the video.
What the
Great video.
that
Great song, great video, amazing
holy
concept.
shit. What's the concept? Let's make a
concept-
video about making a video of a video for a song about the video of the song.
Everybody in Metallica didn't want to do it. And we're like, James, if you want this video done, you're doing it yourself.
If you want a video for your bullshit country song, you better do it. We promise we'll be on the screen for 3 seconds max.
So if you don't like the song because of all the countryness, he has performed it acoustically and like just him, and it's way better that way, in my opinion. I bet.
Really? I feel like the pedal steel guitar is the quintessential piece of that song. Like the I mean, I don't want to get content matched, but
Yeah. So
I've never found any problem really with any of the songs that many Metallica fans like to bitch and whine about. I personally love Mama Said. I have the single in my Metallica binder right over there.
oh, I do too.
Parts 1, 2, and 3.
nice.
I gotta dig out
Or
all
however many
the.
parts.
Yeah, I gotta dig out all the my Metallica's. They're not singles; they're CD singles.
Right. We gotta have a Maytallica review at some point.
Ooh.
Get all our merch out and look at it. But I'd like to hear this. I've never heard an acoustic version of it. I would love to see this at a show sometime. This would be a complete bust out. It would blow my mind if I saw Metallica and they played this.
I'd be all about that.
Another thing I love about this video is that he's trying to evoke this like rugged cowboy image. Like his acoustic guitar doesn't have a real shoulder strap. It's just got like a hunk of rope tied around it. But his clothing is literally just out of the box from the Western wear store. Like his hat is immaculate. His shirt is immaculate.
It's not the Western wear store. It's the Rodeo Drive boutique.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a high class
Like-
shit.
He has pearly white teeth. He's clearly had some work done. Like his jeans look fresh and crisp. Like
Spectacularly manicured facial hair.
He's being chauffeured somewhere.
yeah, despite what ostensibly is a 19-hour drive, he's good to go.
He doesn't have to
How long
share
is
the back seat with his rowdy bandmates.
Yeah.
How long is the drive from San Francisco to Vegas? I would assume it's LA to Vegas.
I mean, LA to Vegas is a doable drive.
Right,
It's like
that makes
a day.
more sense to me.
Oh, it's not. LA to Vegas is only like 4 or 5 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Francisco to Vegas, I imagine, is probably like 11 or 12, right?
It's only because I'm less than 4 hours from Vegas, and San Francisco is about 4 hours away. So
Okay.
Yeah. Google Maps says it's 8 hours and 56 minutes, but that's taking you through Bakersfield.
Beautiful.
All right, I'm looking for the next one.
The next
found
video.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Treasure Island, the casino where they have the volcano show
Okay.
with the lights and the water.
Okay, so the next one, for Metallica's latest album at the time of this recording, they made a video for every song on the album on Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, so what they did was they released like a video, and then the next week they released a video, and then the next week they released a video, and then the next week they released all the rest. They're like, here you go. So there's 2 out of the and the rest batch I wanted to look at. One is confusing and one is awesome. So the confusing one, I don't think we're going to need to discuss too much, but the song is called Man Unkind. And and it starts with like crowd noise, right?
Yeah.
And then it shows some metal guys backstage and a guy huffing
Black
glue,
metal.
I guess.
Is he? Yeah.
And they look like
Right.
80s thrash metal. But
Is
you
this
got
a
a peek
scene
of
from
some
some-
corpse paint, so this is clearly 90s black metal.
Yeah.
It's a
Is
90s
this
black
like a-
metal band.
It's shot like a cut scene from some kind of monster.
And this isn't in the album song. They're doing this clean ditty, I suppose.
Okay.
Classy inverted cross with the drumsticks.
I like the
And then
corpse
they
paint.
have a black
Ooh.
metal version of the logo that says Metallica
Whoa.
Man Unkind with
Right.
inverted crosses instead of the Metallica thing.
Holy shit.
All right, now they're
Can I get
playing
a t-shirt?
Now they're playing Man Unkind. So they're clearly doing the 90s black metal thing where they have inverted crosses, they have pigs' heads. What band was doing that? Was that Mayhem?
Mayhem, Gorgoroth, among others.
And so this whole video is just them, this black metal band playing Metallica's Man Unkind in a club. And
Quite
that's the whole
honestly,
video.
If we want to get specific about it, I'm fairly certain that the singer is supposed to be dead. Like
Dead the guy.
Dead
The guy
from
named
Mayhem.
Dead.
That's his corpse paint. He's the only blonde dude on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's not
Which
too
would-
much else
Yeah.
going on in this video. This is the video.
There's Euronymous with the Les Paul.
Oh wait, does that make the bassist Varg? Let's
I think that would be Necro Butcher at this point. 'Cause
I think
don't
you're
think
right.
Varg played live shows with them. Wow, I didn't know it was going to get into Mayhem.
I know, isn't
Yeah.
this crazy?
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like your analysis. I think you're right about Euronymous and Dead. I think this is supposed to be Mayhem, yes.
Metallica needs to get off its fucking ass because I would pay good money for a Metallica Mayhem style logo t-shirt and I can't find a single goddamn one.
We could have one made if you don't mind getting sued into oblivion.
And this,
Well, I mean,
this is
you'd be the one sued, so it's fine by me.
I want to point out one other stylistic element. They've got that footage that appears to be like shitty 90s camcorder footage.
Yeah, so they do have a shot of the kid in the audience that's filming them.
Yeah. So, and that is very reminiscent of like the existing bootleg footage of the Live in Leipzig show that Mayhem played in 88
Yeah, that sounds right.
or
Oh, and
sometime.
the drummer was making the inverted cross with the drumsticks. Yeah, it's just funny to me because the aesthetic is so evil, but the song isn't really that evil. But it's still like, this out evils Ghost any fucking day of the week. Fuck Ghost. God damn, I hate Ghost.
You know, Fish has a song called Ghost, which is one of my favorite
Damn
Fish
it.
songs.
We're how?
What's the time, Doug? We need to make a note of Dave's first Fish reference of the episode.
First and
I'm
only,
pretty-
I try to keep it to one.
I'm pretty sure we're at least 30 minutes in, which I'm impressed because usually it's in like single digits.
You know, usually you got me confused. It looks to me like the band actually learned how to play Man Unkind, which has got to be neat because they must have filmed this long before the album came out. I love the chorus right here, which our listeners can't hear.
Yeah, but
It's a great chorus.
Yes. Go support Metallica.
is
Do you
it
think
strange?
Metallica saw or had anything to do with this video?
They financed it.
Yeah, no, certainly that.
Well, so I know for when they do concerts, they'll hire various artists. I assume they're local artists to like make posters for them. You know, so
okay.
on their last tour of the US, they'd have a new tour poster for that date. Right. And
Man,
you
that's
could
really-
you could
that's-
buy prints of the poster, and you know, got the. I assume they hired the artist and didn't pay him an exposure, but
So the way that
yeah,
works
I think they did this. They hired I forgot how many tracks are on Hardwired, but they hired that many guys, and they're like, all right, make a video. You know, I don't know how much they. Oh shit. The singer has a knife, and he's
no.
absolutely he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, I mean, I don't want to be. I feel like Hardwire is a good album, but I feel like the songs are too long.
Oh,
Like, it kind of meander.
we gotta save that.
I know, but-
all this stuff he's doing, the singer of the band is currently self-mutilating on stage. This all happened for real to Dead. Like he would do that
Yeah.
in Mayhem's original shows. I don't
mean,
know. I don't know how I'd react to that if it happened. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, are you okay?
like, hey, maybe you should not do that.
And now they're eating the pig's head, which
Yeah.
I guess is fine. Trichinosis, man.
I want to do a little more research on this video because there is a Lords of Chaos film that was made.
I did see Lords of Chaos.
This is so reminiscent of the scenes depicting Mayhem's early career, and it makes me wonder if it isn't the same group of actors and musicians who were in that like dramatization of the book Lords of Chaos.
But I want to go back. I want to go back to Doug's point because I feel like there's some like record company suit who's like, we have all this footage from a Mayhem biopic that didn't get picked up, and guys, we need another video for this album. How about we just marry this? And maybe it's just like amazing CGI that they actually made it look like they were playing this hardwired self-destruct song, and maybe that's the money.
I mean, Metallica just seems above caring about the details included in this song.
It's a really loving homage and like snapshot of this like particular band in this particular time, and it just seems weird. Like what? Like why? It would be like a Cage the Elephant song that was like a shot-for-shot remake of a Queen concert footage, and I'm like,
weirder because Metallica was not. It's not like Metallica was influenced by Mayhem.
yeah.
Like, if they were contemporaries, and if anything, Metallica was making professional music successfully long before Mayhem picked up music.
Right. Sure. Right. And like, how did this come? I'm sure being on the scene in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, like they're aware of Mayhem, clearly, right? But that's
it was big news at the time.
I mean, I'm sure, but why make a movie? Like, why make this video? Shit, like 30 years later, nearly. With, I mean, it's not a very black metal-y song. Like, what?
There's no black metal-y Metallica. So I think the closest
I know.
The closest you got is the thing that should not be.
Right, but like, it's not quite an homage. It's not quite a, it's not. It's not quite an influence. Like, what's the connection
It defies-
besides?
Yeah.
It's strange. I mean, it's a great video visually. It's a cool homage to Mayhem. It's a cool concept for a video, I guess. But it asks more questions than it answers, I think.
It would be almost like if Metallica was doing a Metallica song, but shot in the style of the Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
I might have
exactly.
some answers for you. So according to songfacts.com, so take that for what it's worth. The video was directed by Swedish film and video director Jonas Åkerlund and is described as the ultimate tribute to the forefathers of black metal. Åkerlund previously worked with Metallica on the band's covers of Turn the Page and Whiskey in the Jar. Åkerlund was the original drummer of... Anyone? Anyone looking at Dave?
I'm
Burning Shadows?
Bathory.
Good one. There we
One
go.
of the first black metal bands, and the video
I knew it was Swedish.
The video shows scenes from his motion picture, Lords of Chaos, which is the story of the Norwegian group Mayhem. They are regarded as one of the pioneers of Norwegian black metal scene and has had ties to some very dark activities such as church burning and even moiter.
Not moiter.
I was laughing at me calling it moiter, not laughing at murder. So there you go. So the original drummer
You committed a moiter?
Directed Turn the Page and Whiskey in the Jar. They hired him to do this, and he was in the middle of Lords of Chaos. So here you go. So there you go. Like, it's an episode of Metal Detectives. We got it figured out.
We're smart. We're with it.
But I really like this lost premise. Like, how awesome would it be if you released an album and your videos for that album were all shot-to-shot remakes of other bands' videos? Like, that would be amazing. Like, hey, we're Metallica, and for some reason, here's all of Soundgarden's weird-ass Bird in My Hand, or that Tool video with the puppets. Like, and why are we doing this? We don't know. We don't give a shit. We're super rich and we can buy the rights. So fuck you. But I mean, without that like thread tying it all together, it just seems weird.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah, go ahead.
Then they don't watch it either, right? They just bankroll it.
I wasn't gonna do.
Approved.
I wasn't gonna do Turn the Page tonight, but that was another Jonas Åkerlund one. And he, like, the video makes that song super depressing. Like, it's already kind of depressing, but
kind of depressing.
He adds this other element to it. And it's just, like, I didn't want to bring everyone down. And that's also why we're not doing The Day That Never Comes. For the same reason.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you're in too good of a mood, I recommend both of those videos to take you out of that good mood. And but
the Day That Never Comes has a happy little bridge, like the da-na-na-na-na-na. It seems
but
like
have you seen
optimistic.
the video? Have you seen the video? Okay.
No.
Let's leave this.
Isn't that the it's Tim's right.
Is it a shot-for-shot remake of Bjork's "Oh So Quiet" video? Because
no, it's a shot-for-shot remake of the Afghanistan War.
Oh,
that's right.
I couldn't possibly an entire shot-to-shot remake
in only 8 minutes.
Right, only 8 minutes. So instead, we're like I said, there were two videos Hardwired, I wanted to highlight. The other one, I have to remember my alphabet because all of mine are in alphabetical order, is Spit Out the Bone, the last track. Are you familiar with this song? It's my
bones, right?
It's my favorite song on the album. So here we go.
Oh.
All right, so you have all this imagery of gears and worms and circuitry and eyes and skeletons.
Okay.
And then like old-timey footage of nanobots
Coronavirus?
changing cells into circuits.
Whoa.
And like guys melt. It's kind of They Live to me. And now the world is bathed in blood. And there's
some aircraft issues.
Yeah, there's like sentinel drones with spikes coming out of them.
Okay.
And they're spheres. And they're...
I mean, this looks like a coronavirus to me, too. Did Metallica create the coronavirus?
Maybe. So there's imagery of like factories and decayed buildings and wrecked trains and rusted out school buses. And it's clearly the post-apocalypse.
Who's this guy?
All right, so then
Is that
there's a
Robert
guy.
Trujillo?
Oh, we found some oil. He's like, smells like oil.
Oh,
He's missing an eye.
Wait.
That might be Vic Rattlehead.
Is James the Borg
Yeah.
Queen here?
This is
All right,
totally
so-
like Megadeth.
Yeah, Metallica's not in this. Well, this is what Megadeth wants to be, but Megadeth has to make it about the United Nations or some bullshit for no reason.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier. Maybe this is another episode, but Metallica is the only one of the big four that's actually grown up.
I agree.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. But yeah, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, they're all doing the same shit they were doing in the 80s.
Doug, you are going to clean up in the contest episode. Because it's that mental state you got to be in. That focus, that awareness you have to win the game. And I feel like Doug's going to win.
Doug, have you ever seen like Tetsuo the Iron Man? Like, this reminds me a lot of that film.
It sounds I guess I haven't. It sounds very
It's
familiar.
like this. I think it's like an early 90s, like Japanese, like techno body torture kind of movie.
Animated or live action?
It's live action.
Oh, interesting.
So,
like a techno punk kind of movie.
for our listeners at this point, the guy with the bleeding missing eye has been chased by the Sentinel drone thing for a while, and then there's like this odd World War I footage.
Yeah.
With the Sentinel drones added to it. And now they're just running and shooting at the drone. Oh, now it's a giant cyborg hand. Yeah, so it's very hard to like.
Feels like Metallica gave someone $200,000 and just make a video to this song, spit out the bone.
That's probably
you can
what happened.
only use footage. We don't need to pay for the rights. Oh, they're in China, apparently.
That was the World War I type footage. All right, so now, some lady has tricked our protagonist, I guess, into this warehouse full of these red-robed cult members, I suppose.
Oh, they're worshiping the techno mage guy.
She didn't trick him because she's about to fight the techno mage ninjas.
Yep.
And she's kicking some ass after they cattle prodded the other guy.
Oh,
Red Skulls don't have a chance. Right in the belly.
What the?
All right, I don't know what these shots
know what's
are.
going on.
But the guy, there's like corpses turning into circuitry,
Like those shots remind me a lot of Tetsuo the Iron Man. But
how come you didn't ask me?
Have you seen it?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I mean, I thought if anyone was into like late 80s Japanese cyberpunk movies, it would be Doug.
That is a good guess.
Is
You
Lars
should
really
watch,
playing that double bass?
Oh
Whoa.
shit! So our heroine just ripped off the cyborg's face and it made the skull of the cyborg explode. And she's
very
continuing
similar
to defeat
Disturbed
them.
video.
What's that?
This,
There's a Disturbed video that's similar to this. This is more adult. But
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know that.
by the way, I have to call out that Dave dropped a very good song title.
What would that be?
The Holy Cross of Worms.
Oh, that would be a great song title.
That sounds like an
Man.
RVG title.
coming this Easter. Well, I guess Easter's over, but coming next Easter.
Uh-oh. All right, so our
Uh-oh.
heroine is down, but not quite out.
They're about to cattle prod her, I think. Well,
These
they're kicking
robots-
her right now.
These
Getting the
robots
rib
have their
kick.
kendo sticks ready.
Oh, she's getting
shit.
cattle prodded.
God.
All right, now they're dragging her off. All right, now there's like clip art. Not clip art,
I guess
stock,
that's her life.
stock photos.
Yeah. Her
Oh,
life
it's
is
her
flashing.
life.
She went to Epcot. Oh,
San
not San
Of
Francisco.
course.
All right, yeah, so now the Sentinel drones are
Well,
cybernizing the world.
Yeah, cybernizing.
I mean, I guess the good thing about every song on Hardwired to Self-Destruct being 47 minutes makes for good mini movie type videos.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Maybe that's why they're so long. Because they knew they'd outsource about 14 videos.
All right, this premise is a little complicated, but just go with it.
all right,
They're
so
hooking
they
up
put
to
our
a-
heroine in some sort of machine. Oh, shit!
no!
He's the jerk.
No! Fuck!
All right, so the
He's a
original
goddamn
guy we thought
robot.
was the protagonist is a cyborg. What a reveal.
This
Reveal.
girl is hardwired to self-destruct.
Hey!
Yeah!
Even James agreed there.
All right.
These guys out of Mortal Kombat.
I like how it ends with the one guy doing
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I like how it ends with the one guy doing like the Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia karate moves.
That's her. That's her after her transition into the
Oh,
cyber
that was
warrior.
her. I should have put
Shit!
I'm not good at movies, Dave.
God damn.
That's why you have me on.
I also like the fact that I was disappointed it ended so quickly after watching a 27-minute video.
All right, so
I do like the song though.
I had two more.
All right.
Did you want to do two more or more? Because if we do more than two, we got to make a new episode.
Oh, I see
But-
what you
But
did
the
there.
problem is that takes away from other Metallica festivities.
Well, you know, I like to think of Maytallica as every day.
All right, so I'm not hearing enthusiasm either way.
Let's do two and see how we feel and make it a game time decision.
Yeah.
We
And-
responded in the metal way. I'm not sure what you were expecting, but that was the right answer.
When Dave says do two, does he mean 2 videos or 2 episodes? And he walks off. He's gone. I think he means.
I think he means I'm going to take that as do 2 episodes.
All right. So until next time, Metal Nation. Next time being next week, more Maytallica. Keep it Metallica or something.
Cast them down!
It was whiskey in the jarro. That's what I did. Fucking whiskey in the jarro this whole goddamn time.
Dave, great news. We're doing 2 episodes a
This is
week.
exciting.
All right, here we go. Tonight on Podcast Them Down. Oh. Shit. No, I can do that cleaner. Tonight on Podcast Them Down. Nope, one more time. Tonight on... Tonight
It's all
on...
saying in.
Tonight on... Fuck you.